propolis, also known as the ethanolic extract of Iranian propolis, that is used to evaluate high-performance liquid chromatography on the human breast cancer cell line MCF7, the cytotoxic effect, and the intracellular capacity of reactive oxygen species, formation of AEIP and individual components were also examined. To conclude, the researchers believe that the synergistic action of propolis primary components is linked to an increase of reactive oxygen species and a reduction in MCF7 cell proliferation. The content of introduction is primarily explaining the compounds found in ethanolic extract Iranian propolis and how this material can be used as an antioxidant to fight cancer cells. The most important components present in the propolis are various phenolics and flavonoids, which are capable of blocking free radicals and guarding against destruction during oxidative damage, as well as being responsive to anti-cancer actions. For our methodology, the researchers specifically describes the mobile phase and the stationary phase used in the experiment and the evaluation of presentation time. The propolis samples were analyzed using high-performance liquid chromatography and using a UV detector on the chromatograph. For each study, the peak area ratio was obtained, and the standard curve for flavonoids and phenolic acid was created by graphing the ratio and estimating their content in each of the EIP samples.
Liquid chromatography of the reference standards in EIP are shown in Figure 1 and Figure 2. There was a difference in the quantity and absorption intensity of the peaks in the HPLC. Caffeic acid and quercetin were greatly evident as they appeared in all the propolis samples. Pinobaxkin and galangin were not detected in AEEP and KEEP, and chrysin was not detected in AEEP. Caffeic acid, quercetin, chrysin, galangin, and pinobaxkin were in EIP as it can be seen in the table. To identify each peak, EIP was co-evaluated with reference compounds. These compounds had been previously identified in Iranian propolis from the Hamidan, Talikan, and Ardebal regions, that in comparison to this study, Hamidan and Talikan propolis had the amounts greater than of caffeic acid and pinobaxkin and less quercetin. These compounds were also identified in propolis from other countries. More of propolis samples of different geographical locations reported similar phenolic profile, but with different concentrations. Difference in concentrations of chemical compositions result in different biological activities of propolis that are responsible for their chemopreventive properties such as antioxidant, anticarcinogenic, and anti-inflammatory effects. Polyphenol compounds were detected in samples of EIP by HPLC analysis. The present findings indicate that Iranian propolis has high antioxidant activity that may have related to its flavonoid compounds. It would seem that the synergistic effects of polyphenolic or flavonoid compounds in the propolis may be responsible for the cytotoxic potential and production of ROS in breast cancer cells. Further research is necessary to clarify the affecting mechanisms of the beneficial properties of propolis. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you and God bless.